Alright, what's up y'alls? We are back. It's been a little while since we've done a video, but now it's crunch time. Time to get things done. Now, since our last video, it's been fall time, pumpkin season. We got some for these girls to eat. It's been a little while since we uploaded last, and really we haven't had much time to get projects done because, man, the weather has been something else. I mean, it's been just downpour every weekend here and half the days in between. So finally we got a dry weekend, so we're gonna get something going that we've been meaning to for a while. So I've mentioned before that we're going to do a winter run. So basically we're gonna wrap the outside of this in greenhouse plastic sort of thing. But first we need to reinforce this because that's not going to do well with a snow load on it. So this was a temporary thing we did. I had some extra tent poles that go to a tent from long ago apparently. But yeah, so is that right? She's talking. But anyways guys, if we step out here, I'll show you the material we got. We're over here by the garden, and just a quick side note, we've already had 2 or 3 hard frosts, and this comfrey, I keep telling you guys we're going to have some more information on this, and trust me, it is coming. But look at this comfrey. This is the first season for this plant. It only got established, you know, maybe what, 6 months ago, and it survived 2 hard frosts and it's still growing. So it is true what they say, it's a hardy plant. But anyways, it's not what we're talking about today. So I've got these PVC pipes. They're obviously not cut to the same length. This is just some scrap that I bought off a guy for cheap. Now we're gonna cut these all down to just under 5 feet to span in between the supports for the chicken run. And then you can buy these things online for pretty cheap. This is a 20 pack of these clamps. So you can see these pipe clamps, you know, one goes over the other. Pipe's gonna stretch in between, so that's gonna fortify this thing real nice. So without further ado, we're gonna get these cut up, mounted up, and then well, hopefully we'll get the plastic up too. Alright, so we got our first one cut, so now we're going to go check it out and make sure everything fits up nicely before we cut all the rest. So, let's go. Alright, so just wanted to show what we got going on here. I actually didn't film putting up this part because I had some technical difficulties. This was, after all, used PVC pipe, and what I hadn't realized was that the size I needed was actually the inside diameter, not the outside diameter. But we remedied that by taking this bottom part of the bracket to the vise and squeezing it and bending it so it can go on the inside of the pipe, while the let's see here, while the top bracket is actually on the outside of the pipe. So now it's well sandwiched in there, and once we tighten it up real good, it ain't going anywhere. So I'll show you how we're gonna do the rest of them now. Try to get this on up now. I actually decided to put the top clamp into the pipe so that it basically will actually make the pipe sit more even. And that one clamp on the other side I think just fell, so that's good. But now we got this in place, we're gonna just hand tighten that as much as we can so it doesn't go anywhere on us. Got this side, so same deal. We're gonna pop that up, and it's Very nicely holding itself up for me. And then pop the bolt through. Get the other clamp in. And then, gotta find my nut. Found my nut again. Alright. So there we go. We now have the first side in, and you can see this is much better, especially when you compare to this side. So now we're gonna go for a speed round and get the other ones in. Hey guys, just want to take a second to ask you to smash that like button and hit subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. Back to the video. Alright guys, so that is that. We've got our chicken run nice and reinforced. It's got almost no wiggle to it now, and all of this is nice and tight. So once we get our greenhouse plastic over here, it's going to carry a snow load pretty well, I think. So I'm actually going to bring you over to our shed too and show you exactly how I did our tarp shed as well. So if you got one of those and you want to reinforce that for winter time, basically the same thing as here, but I might as well show you. Alright y'all, sorry about the sound, but my neighbor over here is going nuts with the leaf blower. But you can see here, this is actually I like how this came out much better actually than how we just did the chicken run. However, I was trying to be as resourceful and low cost as possible. I was trying to find used ones of these pipes because I found these used before. I actually got all these pipes for free. The pipe that we just used for the chicken run, that was, geez, 60, 80 feet of pipe that I got for like, I don't even remember the price. It was like nothing, like 40, 50 bucks. Versus the cost of new from the store is outrageous now because materials are still expensive. Anyways, so this is what we got. And you can compare that to what we just did in the chicken run. So if you got any project like that, where you need to reinforce a tarp shed, a chicken run, anything like that, this is a pretty good way to do it. I'm sure there's other ways. Maybe you got a way. Throw that in the comments if you want. And this is actually going to be part one of the whole winter chicken run build. So part two is going to be putting up the greenhouse and setting up the infrastructure for what is going to be a winter-long compost operation inside the chicken run. It's going to keep the chickens warm and it's going to give us awesome compost once winter's over. But that we're going to save for the next video. Until then, guys, see you later.